We're talking about graduation today, just kind of everything that comes with it, and kind of just looking back on our journey overall at KSU, the highs, maybe some of the lows. So, yeah.
What can
But
we
like,
say?
how is everyone feeling?
Good. I have a major case of senioritis, I'm not gonna lie.
Okay.
It's
Yeah.
just getting worse and worse by the week, but it's okay. We're almost done. We literally have next week is a month until graduation, so
Yeah.
busy.
Yeah, I definitely wanted to ask if you guys have been feeling the seniors because I definitely have been.
Yeah,
My
I've been
problem,
feeling, I've been overly feeling the senioritis right now. Like, I feel like every day is just like a countdown to being done with all this. But like, it's been a ride though. Like, I loved it here. I still love it here. Like, but on the
Mhm.
other side, I am ready to be out.
Yeah.
yeah, I feel like I've just kind of hit the time in the semester where I am excited about graduating. I think in the beginning of the semester I was a little in denial because I really love being on campus. And I think mid-semester I was like, wait, I'm sad. Now I'm not sad, I'm happy. I'm ready,
Mhm.
even though it is still a little bittersweet.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm tired, honestly. I'm so tired. Like, it's so crazy to me because I'm only taking two classes, but like this feels like a full-time job. And then capstones. It's just, but it's like one of those things where I know like once we actually do graduate, you're gonna look back in like January, we're gonna be like, oh my God, I miss school.
True,
Like,
yeah.
like I don't know. So I know I'm trying to like still like soak it all up too and be like, okay, grateful like while I'm still here because it's gonna post grad life is gonna get real really fast. So
Do
Yeah.
do y'all think that y'all gonna have like fear of missing out, like once y'all are gone?
I think I think it'll depend. I feel like some of my friends they aren't graduating, so I feel like that's gonna kind of hurt because it's like when they hang out, it's like I don't think I would want to go to campus post grad.
mhm.
I don't think I'm gonna be that way. So I don't know, maybe a little bit. I don't know.
I don't know. I feel like I have been looking forward to post grad for so long. I don't think I'm necessarily gonna have like FOMO. I will say I feel like a lot of people like in my cohort that I'm actually friends with, a lot of us are graduating now,
True.
which is nice. So I feel like I don't have too many people that I'm super close with that are gonna be still at school. But I don't know. I feel like I'm definitely like ready. Like I'm like, okay, like it's gonna be a little sad, like a little bittersweet, but like I definitely think I'm ready to transition, kind of move
Yeah.
on. I'm like not like and then we're gonna like not have homework. We're gonna have jobs, but like no homework,
I
guys.
feel
Like,
like our I'm gonna go from 5 classes to one, hopefully a job. So I
yeah.
think that'll be a good adjustment.
I think
Yeah.
what like made me realize like, okay, yeah, it's about that time. Cause at first, like, I wasn't ready to graduate. Like maybe last semester I wasn't. Like I was happy I had another semester. But
Same.
I think last semester because like almost all the people that I came into school with, like a lot of them graduated and like it's kind of it doesn't feel like I'm by myself, but at the same time it's like everybody else is done. My
Yeah, it's like
time.
you're kind of like the one who's left. Yeah, I get
Yeah.
that.
Like
I
it's
know.
only a
I
few of us left.
considered, yeah. I know last semester I feel like I was a little bit more stressed about graduating. My parents were like, you could always stay one more semester because I've been here 3.5 years. So my parents were like, just
Yeah.
make it a four, just do another semester. And I was like, no, what's the benefit of that? Like I can graduate early, so why not? But I feel like now I'm feeling much, much better about it than I was last semester.
I was gonna ask like throughout y'all's college experience, like what's the biggest thing y'all feel like y'all learned like throughout y'all's tenure?
I think that like it's okay to change your mind. I think especially with me like changing majors, it's really like not that serious. Like it is, but it's not. Like
Yeah.
it's okay to not know. I think like just looking back, especially coming out of high school, there's like so much pressure to like know what you want to do and like all those things. And I know it can also be different, like varying by like, your family or like what, how your parents might be. But I think ultimately is like just doing what's best for you and like it's okay to change your mind. It's okay to not know. And to just like be curious and like put yourself out there. It's the biggest thing for me. Like really hone in on your strengths. Like, I wish someone would have told me that too. It's like it's just not that serious. Like do what you like at the end of the day. Or like you don't have to declare a major either. Like come in and be undecided. Like you don't have to put so much pressure on it as well.
No,
So,
working orientation, there's a bunch of kids that like come in undecided, and I'm like, don't worry. Even the people with majors, they'll
yeah.
change. So it's like
Yeah.
there's really no need to fret about it.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
think that for me, like the biggest thing I learned was like run your own race because like everybody like we all come from different walks of life, so many different like backgrounds. We all go through so many different things that like my journey in college is not gonna be the same as y'all's journey. And like I can't compare it to that. Like,
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
Ellie graduating in 3 years, 3.5 years, like that's great.
Mm-hmm.
But like everybody can't do that. And that's like congrats to you. Like shout out to you. I don't
College, just like everyone's experience is so unique that I feel like you can get caught up in the comparison game and feel like you're behind, and it's like,
Mm-hmm.
no, you're fine.
live.
Yeah.
You just gotta let it happen. Like just go with the flow.
Mm-hmm.
I would say kind of like going with that. I feel like one of the biggest things that I've learned in college is just to be more patient with myself. I feel
Mm-hmm.
like I feel like I've just now found my community in college like the last 2 years, which I would think most people
Mm-hmm.
have. I feel like as a perfectionist a little bit, I tend to be impatient with myself if I like don't get things immediately, if I don't like find a place immediately. But like things take time, and I'm trying to remember that going into post grad too, because I know it's going to be you kind of like start back at the bottom of the totem pole. So I'm trying to remember
Mm-hmm.
like it does all work out. I just like need to be patient and give it time.
Yeah.
Right.
I feel you with that because I feel like the last like 2 years I really started like kind of finding like having really good friendships with people like
Yeah.
on campus and stuff like that. For a while, it just kind of felt like I was just going through the motions of trying to graduate. And then I do feel like the last like year or two, I've like actually like really found like my PR friends or like my comms friends. And now I'm like looking forward to it's like, oh, I have like my little group for graduation. Like hopefully we all sit next to each other. And so like that's definitely like a good feeling, which definitely contributes more to the bittersweetness because at first it was just going to be like all sweet for me. I'm like, okay, I'm done. But now I'm
Yeah.
going to like miss everyone. Like, I do think I am going to like look back and be like, okay, like, because you really just take a lot of stuff for granted while you're in school. Like, you're just like, I want to be done. Like, you don't really, soak it all up as much. So, I will say, yeah, I feel that too.
Yeah. Speaking of like kind of the last 2 years, is there anything that like you wish your freshman or sophomore self could see about yourself now, or kind of like how you've changed since? Because I was kind of
Hmm.
thinking about this the other day. When I went to a really small high school and I liked it, but the exciting thing about college for me was that I could go on campus and nobody knew who I was. Not that I like needed to be secretive, but it was just nice like not running into anybody, I guess. But then
Mhm.
obviously like that got a little old because I'm like, wait, I want to run into people and like know people. And I was thinking about like the other day, like now I run into people constantly on campus and like there's not a day I go by where I don't see someone I know and talk to. And I'm like, okay, like freshman me would kind of be proud of that. But
Hmm.
there anything that like y'all can think of that's about y'all's experience with that?
Um, I can say with me, like looking back to my like, if I could go back to my freshman year and like tell myself, or not even tell myself, like my freshman, my college experience has made a full 360. How about that? Like, being like, what's the word? Vulnerable. Like freshman year was probably one of the worst years of my life. Like I was figuring myself out, really trying to like figure out who I was as a person. And I feel like I was doing it by myself. I didn't come in knowing people. Like I had to go and meet people. Like I feel like a lot of people had their own friend groups. I feel like I was kind of about to myself a lot more. But like I think through my freshman year, as bad as it felt, like I was laying the foundation for like years to come. And even like my sophomore year, that's when I like really got to meet my friend group, and I really got to
Hmm.
like start getting involved and like really like seeing why people enjoy college so much. But it's like my freshman year, I didn't see that at all. So like
Hmm.
if I could tell my freshman self something, like it's just that it's gonna get better. Like you just gotta keep your head down, keep doing what you're doing, keep being yourself. And like it's gonna get better. It's gotta get better.
Yeah. Yeah, I like that a lot. I would say for me, realizing how capable I really am. I think especially when you're younger and you're trying new things, it's like so hard to be afraid and or like you think like, you're not good enough or like you might have imposter syndrome, especially as we step into like leadership roles or like we start doing more and more over the years and stuff and we just continue to grow up, I think is just realizing that like you're just so capable. Like even if you don't believe it, like you really got to fake it till you make it. And even then it's like you're way more capable than you really think. It's just like give yourself credit. Um so yeah, that's been a big thing for me.
Yeah.
But yeah, I did want to ask you guys though, I know like our whole thing has kind of been like senior side quests and stuff for all access has kind of been like a thing that we've come up with. And like, how do you guys feel like you've kind of stepped into that like mindset of doing that as it's been like our last semester? Like, do you think it's like pushed you or like what certain things have you guys felt like you've done that kind of like as your last like hoorah before we leave?
I feel like my example is like a very simple one, but I like I've always wanted to go to more football games and I just like didn't.
Mhm.
Like the first football game I attended was junior year and I only attended one. And this season I think I've been to like two or three, I think. And I don't know, it's like a small thing that I'm like, okay, like finally, I finally did that, which obviously that doesn't require much effort at all. But it's more so it's just like one of those things you kind of forget about as the semester goes along. And then with this semester with all access kind of reminding me like, oh, I really am running out of time. Like this
Yeah.
is my last football season. Like I do need to actually like
Yeah.
take the time and go. So that was just kind of like one example, I guess.
Yeah.
I think for an example, like of my senior side quest was definitely running for homecoming. Like,
Hmm.
it's crazy because like genuinely it's going back to talking about being a freshman, but like being a freshman, if you'd have asked me about running for homecoming, like I would have told you no, like I would have never did this. Like, but I think that like knowing that yeah, I'm about to graduate, it's like, well, I mean, why not? Like, what's the worst that can happen? And I mean, I really did enjoy it. And you know, I do wish that like I hope everybody like gets a chance to do that, honestly.
Yeah. I back to football. I mean, I went to my first football game this season. I mean, this semester. So, and I was a senior, but so yeah, it's like it really is. It can be the simplest things that like it just time really flies. For me though, I didn't vlog it or anything like that, but I went on like the Link like leadership retreat like back in September, which was really fun and stuff. Like we went to like Camp High Harbor and I was like, why not? Like, you know what I'm saying? I got like invited to it and stuff, and I was like, literally, why not? Like, just take advantage of all of the opportunities that the school gives you, especially for personal development stuff. Like, I feel like back when I was like a freshman or a sophomore, you don't think about stuff like that. You're like, people are like, there's different ways that like the school really does try to like pour into you, which I feel like are just so important. So I would say that. I would say my football game.
Also, like our
You know,
Pilates
yeah,
class,
I was gonna
I
say
thought
we
are
did
like
Pilates,
very
rock
easy to
climbing,
do.
rock
Yes,
climbing. That
rock
was so
climbing
fun.
fun.
Jaden was like good. No, okay, wait. Jaden, you kind of like tricking us. Like you like climbed up a whole wall, like
Yeah.
to the top. You like beat us at trivia. Like you just be trying to like linger in the
True.
back and
I
like
be like
acting nonchalant.
I'm sneaky good at like things. I'm not even gonna flex about it, but like I may know that. And like trivia, like I just got lucky. I got lucky.
He's like, I just know a lot. Like, what about
He actually just like loves Kennesaw.
it? He said he did.
But
Yeah.
like now that like we're all like about to graduate, like are y'all nervous about like graduating or like what's to come after graduation? And like what are y'all excited for, if anything?
I'm excited, but I also am scared. I feel like how can you not be scared? Especially when you don't have a job lined up. I
Yeah.
mean, like personally, me, like I'm applying, but like I don't have anything like secured. I mean, I'm still like doing my internships and stuff like that, but I'm like so excited because it's like the world is my little oyster. It feels like I said, the opportunities are endless. So, but it's also scary because now you're like a real adult and you're like, okay, you don't have any more excuses. You're not in college anymore.
Yeah.
But but yeah, that's me right now.
I'm a little nervous. I also don't have a job lined up. So I feel like the idea of having my schedule free after graduation sounds so nice right now because I'm busy. But I also think that it's going to be like, oh, it's crunch time and I need to start applying. Originally, I was more stressed about that during the semester, but then I was like, okay, like I need to stop worrying about this sounds gonna sound really cheesy, but like I need to stop worrying about the future and live in the now because I'm having a great semester. And it's not like I'm doing nothing. I was like I'm doing nothing to look for a job. No, like I was still doing stuff this semester that I can put on my portfolio, that I can put on my resume. I just like still, again, back to me teaching myself to be more patient. So I
Mhm.
feel like that's made me a little less nervous because I'm like, okay, I'll figure it out. I probably won't maybe feel that way in a couple months when I'm still unemployed, but we'll see. Hopefully that won't
Yeah.
happen. But yeah. How about you,
And
Jaden?
third time's a charm. Like, of course, I don't have anything lined up right now, but I'm actually not too nervous about
Hmm.
like what's gonna happen just because like I'm putting so much faith in God, like trusting God that once I get there,
Hmm.
that everything's gonna work out and be fine. Even like Ellie, how you just said, like living in the now, like right now, genuinely speaking, and I think this coming from my senior artist, but like I'm so focused on just graduating. Like I worry about everything else when I get there, but right now I need to get to the stage, and that's
Yeah.
my goal.
That's
Like
how I'm
Agreed.
feeling.
I'm
Like
trying to live in it now.
last minute assignments, like last assignments, last exams. I have like four group projects out of the five classes I'm taking, so I'm just trying to finish those up. So yeah, definitely agreed with that. But
Yeah.
yeah.
To also add to like overwhelming questions, because I find like when people ask me, I get overwhelmed. But I just want to like genuinely ask y'all, do y'all like also plan on like getting any like extra education or anything? Like, is that a part of y'all's like
Hmm.
journey or not?
I've thought about it. Yeah. Oh, sorry, Ellie, you want to go?
No, no, you go ahead.
I was gonna say I'm like really like I want to like actually I'm really interested in doing grad school, but I think I need a break though. And I know people say that like, it's hard to get back into it after you take a break, so don't take too long of a break, but so I'm kind of like keeping my options open with that. Like I don't know if I'll do it in the States. But I really want to. I do. I think that that's something I've been thinking about. So, but yeah, definitely take a break first and just kind of like let my brain rest. I do want to start working though. I think I want to like, I do want to get a job. I don't want to like not work at all and then do grad school. I definitely want to like get started in my career to like still have experience and start feeling more confident and stuff as like a new professional in the workforce. And then try to do school and work, for sure.
Yeah, I can like totally see you in Europe, like studying, but also
Thank
like
you.
if you ever do it, like please become a travel influencer. Like I feel like that's so your vibe. Like you
Yeah,
do so well at it.
I
For
love
me,
traveling.
yeah. For me, currently like grad school isn't in the works. That's not what I'm planning right now. I feel like post grad, like while I'm applying for jobs, I'll probably look into like getting some additional certificates potentially, or
Hmm.
like kind of just work on my training and like some softwares and things like that. That way I can kind of update my resume without going back to school. But who knows? Maybe.
Okay.
What about you,
So
Jaden?
for me, I haven't looked into it too much, but I don't see nothing wrong with me going to get like a master's in something. So I definitely want to. It's just
Mhm.
a matter of when because generally, like I keep talking about it, I am schooled out. Like I'm ready. I feel like I don't know how long I've been in school, but it feels like forever. So like I'm gonna
Mhm.
take a little break, start working, and then once I get acclimated to how my life should be or how my life will be, then I'll look at trying to elevate myself and keep trying to extend myself to the next level, honestly.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's totally fair.
Yeah, I was gonna say that kind of even the talk of like grad school kind of it reminded me of just how we've grown or what we said we've learned. And I think also another big thing just on this topic is just like being okay with not sticking to like a solid like plan. Like have a plan. Having a plan is great, but like there's only so much planning you can do.
Yeah, I feel like whatever doesn't end up working out, I'm like, okay, that's just like a sign from God that like this isn't meant to be. I'll find
Yeah.
something else. Kind of
Yeah.
so that stuff. Like it
Yeah.
provides like a little bit more comfort in like the uncertainty of post grad.
So like
Yeah.
I know we talked about like a lot of like plans for graduation and like trying to get to this point, plans after graduation, but like Are y'all planning to like celebrate y'all's graduation in any type of way?
I'll let you go first.
Honestly, I don't think I'm gonna do like a formal party. I think like graduation day, I'm thinking I'll just be so tired and excited that like
Mhm.
hit up lunch with the fam, maybe just go home play games. That's kind of my vibe.
Oh, I love that.
Um, but my friends, we are having like a holiday Friendsgiving, so we're combining like Christmas, Friendsgiving, and graduation. So I think maybe
Hmm.
we'll like sprinkle in because I'm not the only friend who's graduating, so maybe we'll sprinkle in some grad stuff in that. So nothing too crazy.
Oh, yeah, I like that. Especially with the holidays. It's a lot. I definitely like I'm grateful that we are doing December graduation because it's like less busy than May, but it is a lot with like the holidays. Like it's just everything's like
It's a lot going
very
on.
fast.
Yes.
So, but I'm trying to do a grad party to celebrate, and I am doing a trip with my best friend. We're gonna go take a little week vacation in January and stuff, and probably go to an island or something. I want to go somewhere warm, and you can't actually go to like Europe because it's still kind of cold there. So,
All right.
so yeah, that's kind of how I'm celebrating. So it's kind of my plans. What about you, Jaden?
I'll say with me, one like when people in my family do graduate college, we kind of do it. I'm not gonna say big, but like I come from a big family and not many of like my cousins like have graduated college. So I know that my family's gonna have like a lot going on for me. But like right after graduation, I know for a fact that I want to go to brunch.
Hmm.
Maybe either like a dinner or like I'm gonna celebrate. We gonna celebrate this.
Yeah. No, yeah, like this
Gonna
is a big
celebrate.
accomplishment. Like what?
I feel like I keep like forgetting how like big of an accomplishment it is because I'm just
Yeah.
like, oh, I've been in school, whatever. But like, no, like this is a
Yeah.
big deal.
And
Yeah,
so
no, it really is.
after that, I believe the next day, because we've kind of already done put it in the works, I'm gonna have a graduation party with my family, my friends, for all them to come and whoever wants to come, show up. We're gonna have a great time. It's funny because like literally at the start of the year, I was telling myself like, yeah, I'm gonna plan this big grad trip. This is what I'm gonna do. I just want to go on a cruise and go somewhere. It didn't matter where.
Hmm.
Like I had all these big plans, but like I talked about living in the now so much. Like I haven't even thought about a grad trip
Hmm.
anymore. So it looks like that's out the window. But it sounds nice. But I get
But
it.
there's still time. Yeah, like you don't have to
Literally,
do it right in December or January too. It's like you got time. So,
yeah.
yeah. But live in the now. That's
Most definitely. Like
yeah.
I'll travel in the summer and say it's my grad trip.
Yeah, no, literally.
I
Yeah,
think that.
it can be a year from now. It's still graduation like
True.
celebration, but it doesn't matter.
We're
But
gonna celebrate.
uh,
Most definitely.
yeah, no, literally. But have you guys like done pictures or what are you guys doing?
I think I'm pretty good on the checklist.
Mhm.
I did my pictures, did my grad cap. I can't really think of anything else I want to do. At first, it was like very overwhelming trying to like get all of that ordered, but yeah.
I'll say
Yeah.
for me, sadly, I haven't done any of that. I have purchased extra tickets for my family to show up, but outside of that, like I'm still ordering my grad cap, and I mean it's not on the top of my priority list. I'm just happy to be out of here. But
You got time.
I'm
Yeah.
planning my pictures right now, and stay tuned for that because
Yeah. No, our drops are all gonna be crazy because I know Jaden, I know he's literally a photographer. You're
No,
gonna take pictures.
literally.
So you haven't
Yeah.
done them yet, but you're gonna do them. So
I'm
all of
doing
our
like
pictures
two,
are gonna
three
go
sets of
kind of
pictures.
crazy. You said what?
So I'm doing like 2 or 3 sets of pictures just for graduation.
Yeah,
Ooh,
see,
I'll
he's like over
partake.
here like, but yeah, I did my pictures this past week. I don't have them back yet, but I'm like super excited. It was really fun too. Like it's also like nice too when you can have like other like students do your pictures too, because it just feels even more like wholesome. It's like we're all just doing stuff for each other. It feels
Yeah.
great. I feel like I'm like funding my friends and like creativity and all this stuff. So I loved it.
For you, wait, random question. When you were taking yours, did you take yours on campus or no? Did
Yeah.
you like see other people taking grad pictures when you were there?
Yes. I went on a Sunday though, thankfully. I almost did mine during the week. I'm glad I did on the weekend. So it was like other people taking pictures, but it was also right before it was getting cold. I think a lot of people did theirs in October though, I will say. So It wasn't
Yeah, I
as
did mine before it got
busy.
cold.
Yeah. So literally the day I did my pictures, it was like getting cold. Like we had like a freeze morning or something. So it was like windy. I was like blowing away with my cap on. I'm like,
No, I did mine on
but
a
it was,
Friday.
yeah.
Yeah, I did mine on a Friday night and it was kind of cracking me up because it's like we were all kind of there was like me and two other girls that like we're all kind of rotating through like the grad spot. When they were done, I'd be like, oh wait, let me rush over there. And then when I was done, they would like come to
Yeah.
my spot. So it was just kind of cute.
Yeah. The KSU sign is
Well,
like really competitive. Like I
yeah.
didn't know that. I was like, so
Yeah.
tips, yeah, like tips, get there early for the KSU sign before you lose light,
Okay,
especially with daylight savings.
true.
Yeah, I would say like Jaden said also just like with tickets for family friends. Ellie thankfully helped me. I was like hit Ellie up. I was like, Ellie, can you please buy tickets for me if you're not using your extra two?
I
And
was
I'll send you
like, I only
fee.
need the
Like,
four. I don't need them. So they're open to
yeah,
everyone. So Sasha took them. So it
yeah.
worked out.
Reach out to friends
Oh,
early,
you.
see if they're using. Yeah, so do that. And then what else? I feel like how was the process for y'all overall since like even applying to like petitioning to graduate? I mean, like I feel like for me, KSU made it pretty seamless. They email us. They be emailing us like every
Yes.
day about
They ready to
graduation,
get us
which is
home.
nice.
Mm.
Yeah.
I know. I was like, I applied to graduate when it opened in April, and then during the summer, I hadn't heard anything. And then with working orientation, I saw my advisor like basically all summer. So I went down there one day while she was working, and I was like, "So, are they gonna accept me or not?" And she was like, "Oh, you have to pay the fee. They'll accept you."
Oh,
That was one
okay.
thing.
So
Remember to
that's
pay your fee. If you're worried about them accepting you, it's probably just because you haven't paid your fee.
yeah, that is one thing. Yes, you have to pay the fee. So yeah, so it sounds like we've all been kind of doing little graduation stuff. What are you gonna say, Jaden?
I was gonna say, with mines, honestly, it's just been like going through with the motions, just like, oh, I gotta do this at a certain time, do it by a certain time. Okay, just knock it out. But like, I think the closer it gets, like the more sentimental everything feels. Even just like walking around campus, like I even thought to myself today, I'm like, well, dang, like, in like 2 months, like I'm not gonna be up here anymore. Like I'm gonna be somewhere totally different. Like enjoy it while I got it.
Yeah.
He's gonna be like on a boat.
I hope.
Well, hopefully.
Yeah.
I know. I was thinking the other day, I think my last class on campus will be ours, will be this one with Tyra. So that'll be nice. And then I'll get
Yeah. Yeah, literally our presentation for All Access is gonna be like the last day
yeah.
before graduation. So, yeah, but like I mean, I feels like we've all basically said we've had like pretty good memories and it's gonna be bittersweet, but like do you guys think that when you look back, like when we are officially post grad, it's gonna like let's rate our experience and then say also like how would you characterize your experience in your memories?
Hmm, that's a good question.
Maybe it's because I'm like in the honeymoon phase of graduating, but low-key, I kind of want to say a 10 out of 10. Because
Hmm.
I had very like low expectations for college, not like in a pessimistic way. I was just like, oh, I'll get my degree. Like that was like the bare minimum of what I wanted to do. So I was like, anything else will just be like a little cherry on top. And a lot else has happened. So I have a lot of cherries on top. So I feel like that's what makes it a 10 out of 10 for me.
I think for me, I would probably rate it a good 9. I rate it a 9. Like I think I've come a long way. I've also got to see a lot. I've got to do a lot, experience a lot. And it was a lot more than what I expected it to be, especially after my freshman year when I really didn't like KSU that much. I was kind of thinking about transferring, but like it ended up being worth it for me to stay. And like I genuinely can't like see myself being anywhere else. So I give it a 9.
Yeah. I was gonna say that too. I was gonna say like a 9 or like an 8.5 because I definitely feel like I feel like I had low expectations first coming into KSU too, just because it's like a commuter school heavily and I didn't think I would really like get like a super like traditional college experience. But I do think looking back now with all that we've even done this semester and just like I said, the last like year and a half when I really got close with a lot of other people is like it really is like what you make of it. Like, I feel like you really have to like just like, like make the most of it. Like I know we keep saying that, but it's just like it really is true. Like you once you really just like immerse yourself and like not like just don't be pessimistic. Like you really have a great time. And like there's just such great people at KSU too. Like honestly, I wouldn't go back and change anything, but I feel that the what you said, Jaden, of like, oh, feel like you might transfer out. Like, I mean, I transferred from another school, so it's like it doesn't really matter. I was not gonna transfer out again, but like just feeling like, okay, like I don't really know. But then it's just like you really find your people. And I think that's even outside of college, like, you said Ellie too, or we all said, like, just it takes time sometimes. And but it could be a big school, small school. I mean, we're a huge school in terms of like population anyway. So it's like, but then it's like it slowly becomes smaller. And then you're like seeing everyone you know. And it's like this is a
Oh,
college of
exactly.
like
Yeah.
40,000 people and you're starting to see the same people and stuff. So I would say, yeah, I would say like a nine I'm gonna go with. And I'm gonna look back and miss it. So
I
So
feel like
like,
we hit kind of a great time to be at KSU because I feel like we've just seen it grow so much over the last 4 years. Like since
hmm.
being here, we went to March Madness for the first time. Now we're going to a bowl game for the first time.
Yeah.
This past year, I think, even like you were saying, population, I think there was 10,000 new students this past fall. So it's just been crazy seeing it grow. It's nice. I
Yeah.
definitely like love it a lot more than I was expecting. I mean, I expected to like it, but definitely more bittersweet.
most definitely. So like, okay, I feel like we've touched on a lot about like graduation, but for like those who are watching, like, do y'all have like just like any type of advice or any tips that y'all can give like to like our viewers?
I would say, like I said, like have a plan, but you don't have to, the plan does not always have to be set in stone, and just put yourself out there and just, like I said, know that you are capable of way more than you really think. And this is the time to mess up. This is the time to learn, stay curious, test yourself, and yeah, just to grow up. So that's my advice.
Yeah, kind of piggybacking on off of that. Just like don't put pressure on yourself when it comes to like trying new things. I mean, like that's how you learn is by failing sometimes. So like when it comes to I know like as a freshman you constantly hear like get involved, and that's like really scary. But genuinely like just go to a club. If you hate it, don't go again. Like
Yeah,
it's really like
literally.
that simple. Like or if you go and I can also feel like it's scary because it's like ugh, like I'm the only one who's here alone. You aren't. And it's hard because that's like the freshman mindset, but I feel like as a senior looking back, it's like, okay, like so many other people like also didn't know what they were doing. Like nobody knows what they're doing. People just like look like it. So I feel like reminding yourself that like not to put too much pressure on yourself and also remind yourself that everyone's going through the same thing. I feel like that kind of helps a little bit when you know like, okay, other people also are maybe confused about things and stuff like that.
Okay. I think what I can say is like for really just do it. Like just do it. Honestly, like
Okay, Nike.
I was just
yeah,
thinking
just
that.
just do it. Cause like even like relating to me, it was a lot of things that like as time was going by, it was like I wish I did, but then I told myself just do it. And after I did it, like after I started just doing things, I saw myself developing so much more. I started to enjoy school a lot more.
Mhm.
Like and like now this is like genuinely like Kennesaw is like my second home. Like
Mhm.
it's my second home. So like I feel like when you just do it, you leave school with no regrets. Like you may end up, you make your mistakes. You may like, experience troubles in doing things, but you learn so much from it just because you just did it. So that's what I want to leave off on right there. Is just do it. Don't leave school with regrets.
Yeah.
So
Isn't it
true.
crazy when you like grow up and then you realize that everything that like other adults told us were like right?
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah.
It's just so annoying, but it's like inevitable. It's like a rite of
I
passage.
also I
But
also think as a freshman I thought like the seniors were so old. No. I don't really feel like we're that
now people
old.
be calling me old sometimes. I'm like,
Yeah, I'm like I'm a
not,
teenager. What are you talking
not,
about? I'm
not
not.
too much.
But
They be calling me Unc.
I'm
I'm
like,
not Unc. I
I
was
know.
just in your shoes for real.
yeah, like, okay,
I
but
think like the older I get, I feel like the younger I realize the younger I am, if
That's a
that makes
bummer.
sense.
yeah.
That's a
Yeah.
bummer.
Yeah, it's weird. It's
Yeah.
really weird. But uh yeah, what a time to be alive.
For the sound effect.
But well, this has been great, guys. Oh,
Uh,
I can't believe this is like our final episode.
Shout out to Amari. I know Amari had a leadership opportunity, so she couldn't be here tonight, but she is graduating in May. So
Yes.
go
So
girl. Go her.
she's right behind us.
Mm.
And we're proud of
So
her.
yeah.
Oh,
Oh. Well, on that note, I'm gonna fade away with my cap on. And can you play our song, Ellie, to close us out?
He-
Our graduation
I don't
song.
have my cap, but we gonna imagine like I got it on, and I'm I don't know which way you go, but tassel
Wait,
to the right.